I'm just mixing up the wildflower seed. You can see here in the ton bag. So that's been harvested from our local species rich sites, and probably over towards Congleton, Homestep way. I'm just mixing that with a bit of sand. So what this allows us to do is A, to make it stretch a little bit further so more people can get involved, spreading the wildflower seed, but it also does something where it pulls the seed to the ground. Obviously if I go throwing this around and it's a little bit windy, it's all going to blow away. If you start mixing it with the sand, it'll pull it to the ground and make sure it lands where we've already done the ground prep. And hopefully by the end of the weekend we'll have a lovely species rich grassland here in Queen's Park in Crewe.
Far as you can!
What I'm going to do once we've sown it, I'm going to come along with the rake, just kind of rake it over, so it'll just kind of bury the seeds a little bit, and hopefully that will mean that enough of the seeds hidden and will take under the soil. We might lose a little bit to the gulls and other birds such as magpies. Seen a couple of squirrels knocking around as well, but hopefully there'll be enough to establish a meadow here. So it doesn't matter whether you're doing it in a plant pot or doing it on a size like this. I think we've got about 0.2 of a hectare here, so quite a sizable plot really for a park or a green space. And the same principles apply. So you kind of want to sow it into bare soil. You want to use some native wildflower seed. Cornfield annuals tend to be really good for pollinators, such as bees and adult butterflies, but what you need is the other native species in there that are great for the whole life cycle of those insects. So things like caterpillars and grubs, that won't necessarily feed on the flowers, but feed on the foliage of our native species. So you want to get some native stuff in there, sow it into the bare soil, cover it over lightly with some other soil. This time of year is perfect, so kind of autumn time, it's when the seeds will naturally be dropping, and then hopefully next April, May you'll see the wildflowers start to germinate, and then you'll get a nice display from kind of June right through into August, September time, and you'll get better year on year. The natives tend to be perennials, so not only do the individual plants persist, they drop more seed, so the numbers grow year on year.